Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing whether or not foreign retirees sort of smooth out low season. What are we talking about here? Well, I've done a bunch of videos recently. I think I've been accused multiple times in the comments of flogging a dead horse or beating a dead horse and whatever. You know, there was a lot of information there, and I did feel like that it was really important to get that out there. I have another opinion piece coming up regarding the retirement visa generally, sort of where I think things are heading. Urge those who are watching this video, stay tuned, that one's coming. But with regard to retirees generally, we're sitting here kind of in the low doldrums of the low season here in Thailand. August always seems like it all comes home to roost in August, where just the low numbers, it all kind of peaks in that, or I should say, we fall into the low ebb, if you will, of tourism numbers here in Thailand. And there's a good argument to be made that this is the exact month that the retirees are most necessary for Thailand. One of the reasons I'm very pro-retiree for Thailand is because they help the economy substantially, and they especially help the economy, in my opinion, during low season. Many of the retirees that live in Thailand prefer to live in places that are otherwise resort towns, although not all of them. I'm not making a blanket statement there. I know you retirees who are up country, some of you retirees who are out in more rural areas, oftentimes living with a spouse or a loved one. Again, I totally get it. You're not, this video doesn't really pertain to you exactly. But with regard to the ones especially who live here in the city, here in Bangkok, and the retirees who live, for example, in Pattaya or Phuket or Hua Hin or Chiang Mai, you know, these places, or even down on the islands, these places are generally heavily trafficked by tourists during high season. But then during, you know, the late summer like we're in right now, wow, did those numbers really fall off? And this is where the retirees come in as a very pivotal component to the overall tourism economy, but just the overall economy, because in many sectors, especially the SMEs, you know, food and beverage businesses, you know, hotels, guest houses, these kind of places, especially the small ones, you know, even resorts and things benefit greatly from the fact that we still have tens of thousands of retirees here in Thailand during the low season who are still spending money, who are still buying the occasional beer at a bar, who are still buying a burger at the local restaurant next door to them, who are still, you know, going out and buy, you know, living their lives. They've got to buy groceries. They've got to buy all kinds of things to just live here. And as a result, I think this has a tremendous positive impact, especially during, again, the doldrums like we're going through right now, sort of right before we see high season start to kick back into gear going into the fourth quarter. This is exactly where the retirees, to my mind, are the most useful and beneficial to Thailand. That's not to say any other time of the year they're not, but it's most acute right now. You can see it, quite honestly. I've been to a couple of places here in the last couple of weeks and been wandering around, you know, I just like to wander around. I like to go on little walkabouts and just kind of wander around, see what's going on. And I have very much noticed that there's a lot of very empty restaurants, you know, food and beverages, bar and grill kind of places, all throughout different resorts and things. And look, they've got 2 or 3 retirees in there, and that may be just enough to keep those businesses humming along until we get into high season where they can make some real money. So again, I definitely think that, yeah, I think it's a true statement to say retirees definitely help smooth out, if you will, low season here in Thailand.